We can't talk rust without first talking iron, but in layman's terms, rust is just a chemical reaction. When metal, specifically iron or iron alloys like steel, are exposed to oxygen and moisture for extended periods of time, then iron oxide begins to form. The technical definition of oxide is when oxygen and metal combine at an atomic level, which essentially weakens the bonds of the metal itself. Long story short, rust causes the metal to expand, creating large amounts of structural pressure and potentially damage if not treated properly. Beyond the health-related issues that could arise thanks to rust, you also need to worry about structural damage. Pretty much anywhere there's an iron or an iron alloy, you should be concerned about the formation of rust and what's typically made with iron. You guessed it, your bathtub. You know it well. It's large, heavy, and seemingly indestructible, right? Unfortunately not, and even the oldest, most formidable bathtubs can fall prey to a simple rusting issue. And if your tub is exhibiting signs of rust, it may be time to start taking preventative action. Otherwise, it could mean the end of your tub in a few years. Although it can move slowly, rust isn't something to be ignored or trifled with. With monitoring, preventative action, and early detection, bathroom rust can be easily managed. Follow our 3 steps to help eliminate the rust in your own bathroom. First, let's make sure that what you're seeing is actually rust and not just stains caused by rust. Hard water stains and soap scum can sometimes build up around your fixtures, imitating the pinky orange color of rust, so make sure you take a look there first to rule it out. Another common cause of rust stains is having older fixtures. If your metal fixtures are aging, they could be corroding and rusty, causing them to deposit rust stains onto your tub or walls, which is essentially creating the illusion of rust, when in reality the tub is structurally sound and unharmed by the rusting of the adjacent fixtures. If you don't see any abrasions in the tub's enamel and the bare metal is not exposed, then chances are these are just stains. And the great news for you is that rust stains are a lot easier to remedy with household cleaning supplies, along with minimal time, effort, and money. Even so, after you replace your fixtures, you'll still want to continue to monitor the rust and staining situation to make sure it doesn't worsen or return with time. Vigilance is your best friend when it comes to issues such as these. Not stains you're seeing? The next step here is to locate the origin of the rust. Your best bet is to find where the bare metal is exposed, since that'll be the most vulnerable area. In most cases, the rust is on the front of the tub and very obvious, for example, chips in the enamel due to something heavy being dropped. And in our experience, if you can't locate the source of the rust, it's most likely on the back side of the tub. And here's where it can get a little tricky, as you'll need an access panel to even be able to see this usually hidden area of your bathtub. If you don't have one and you need one, you can have a professional install an access panel for you, or you can just cut a hole in your drywall if it's an emergency. So if you see rust forming but you can't find out where it's coming from, just take a look at the back of your tub to rule out this common problem area. Luckily for you, there are tons of YouTube videos and other free content available for the average homeowner to access about rusting and how to repair tub rust. If your rusting issue is minimal and you aren't ready to seek professional help yet, then the best video to watch for simple fixes is Fireball Tools, where they put 9 rust inhibitors that can be found in most hardware stores to the test, and I've included a link in the description. But in the end of the video, they recommend Stabil Rust Stopper, Minwax Finishing Paste, and WD-40 Special Corrosive to help prevent the spread of rust for average homeowners. Tub resurfacing is the act of spraying a coating over your existing tub to completely change the color or make it look like new. If you opt to not resurface your tub, you'll want to avoid putting a liner over the tub and tile, because this just hides the problems under a nice fiberglass case and it won't prevent the spread of rust. In some cases where the tub has structural damage due to rust, the last thing you want is the out of sight, out of mind mentality. Now, we can't lie to you and say there's a foolproof solution for treating rust, because there isn't. All you as a diligent homeowner can do is remove what rust you can and keep monitoring the situation. When talking with our own customers, we actually compare rust to cancer in the way that you can cut it out and treat the symptoms, but no one can guarantee that it won't eventually return. However, you can take solace in the fact that there are reputable companies trained to handle your rusty bathtub, which allow for affordable solutions instead of replacement.